He's gone to the stockroom to get some supplies. That's what I'll tell him if he starts hollering at Julia the minute he walks in. It'll give her a few extra minutes to get here.
Yeah. How come Doc's late today? The old shot putter's usually here before now, isn't he?
Usually, yes. But today...
My car wouldn't start again.
Well, thank goodness.
Well, that's a fine attitude.
No, Julia. Hannah means thank goodness you're here before Dr. Chegley.
I don't look forward to seeing him. I hate to tell him I'm late again because my car broke down.
Are you kidding? You tell him nothing.
He doesn't know you're late, Julia. You don't have enough trouble, you gotta look for it.
And he's right for once. Now, you listen to me, Julia Baker. When his lordship comes in, you just say, good morning.
His lordship is in.
Oh, Doctor, I begged you not to wear those crepe soles. You trying to give me a nervous breakdown?
Why not? It's the only part of you that isn't broken down already.
Good morning, Doctor.
Baker, this is the third time you've been late.
How'd you know she was late?
A doctor is expected to know everything, Edson. If you don't think so, ask one of my patients. And what is your excuse this time? And don't tell me your car broke down again.
My car broke down again.
I told you not to tell me that. Now, hear this, Baker. Either you buy yourself some decent transportation, or move right next door to the plant so you can walk to work. Now, that's an order.
I intend to buy a car, Doctor, a used car. I'm going to look for one tomorrow after work.
You can't wait till tomorrow. Start looking tonight.
You have someone to replace me at the inner city clinic, of course. This is my night there.
You know I can't replace you on short notice. Can't even get volunteers out there half the time as it is. Well, buy the car tomorrow. Where's my coffee?
In your cup. I hope it makes you feel better.
I feel fine.
Old Doc's more fun than a week in Death Valley. Hey, look. When you're ready to go car shopping, Julia, I'll take you to my cousin's lot. He'll give us a terrific deal.
Well, thanks, Eddie, but I really...
Forget it. Anytime you deal with relatives, you're in trouble. Now, I have a friend who's in...
Hey, Baker, about that car. Remind me tomorrow and I'll tell you where to buy it.
First you tell me to buy a car, and now you're going to tell me where to buy it.
That's what I said. I'll send you to a nice, honest dealer.
That will not be necessary.
So what do you mean will not be necessary? You don't know beans about cars. You'll probably wind up buying some crate that won't even run.
She will not. Now, I've got a very good friend in the auto business.
Oh, quit bragging, Yarby. You don't have a friend in the world.
I wouldn't have if they knew I was working for you. I tell people I'm a crooked blackjack dealer.
Yeah, very funny. Here, fill that up again.
Yes, Doctor. Coffee, tea, or arsenic?
When you make them, they all taste alike. Now, get moving. Come on.
Don't worry about Julia, Doc. I'm going to take her to my cousin's car lot and pick out a bargain for her.
No, Eddie, thanks. But I already have a dealer in mind.
You know somebody?
I know of him. Corey plays with a little boy whose father owns Barron Motors.
Now, that is typical woman's logic. Because your boy plays with his boy, you expect a great big bargain.
I expect an honest deal, that's all. Robert Barron is the only black dealer in 2 blocks of used car lots, and I'd like to give him my business.
2 blocks of used car dealers, and you pick the only black man. Baker, I think you're a bigot.
Yep. Business has been holding up real fine, Doctor. I've had a good month.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that, Robert. Because I want to make a deal with you.
Anything you want, you just name it. I owe you a lot of favors from way back to our Navy days.
Ah, you don't owe me a thing. Except, of course, for Lonnie's tonsillectomy.
We haven't gotten a bill for that yet. My wife was just asking me about it the other day.
There won't be a bill.
Oh, now, wait a minute. You've never even let me pay you for delivering that boy, Doctor, and that was 6 years ago.
6 years ago, you couldn't afford to pay a doctor's bill.
I know. Well, I can certainly afford it now.
You're darn right you can, and I'm going to stick it to you good.
Well, I hope so. It's about time.
But not in cash. I want to trade you a favor for a favor. You just knocked the price of the tonsillectomy off the price of the car, you seller. And we're all even. A deal?
It's a pleasure, Doctor. Mrs. Baker can have any car I've got at less than cost. She'll get the very best.
Well, good. And you make sure that she doesn't know I've got anything to do with this, you understand?
Sure. We don't want to spoil the snarling Samaritan's image by letting people know he has a soft heart, do we?
It's not lunchtime now, Corey. It's recess. My mom said I could have a banana for recess. You got 2 bananas? She said for me to give one to you. You gave me the littlest one. Well, they're my bananas. My mother says when you have to do something and you're going to give your friend one, you should always let him have first pick. It's polite. Yeah, my mom says that too. Okay, then. Here, take them both. I don't want them both. You want to give me one? Uh-huh. Okay, I'll take this one. Hiya, dude. Hi, Lonnie. Hi. Hi. Hey, you know what? Now what? Guess. I can't guess what when I don't know what to guess. What? Corey's mom's gonna buy a car from your dad. I was gonna tell him that, old Jay Wagadorn. I already knew it anyhow. Bet you didn't. Bet he did. Bet he didn't. I did so. You did not. He did so, didn't you, Lonnie? Sure, because I heard my father telling my mother last night that Mrs. Baker's gonna buy a car. Lonnie? Yeah? Would you tell your dad to sell my mom a convertible so we can put the top up when it rains? I will if you give me a banana. This is the only banana I've got. That's the only one I want. Well, all right, here. But don't forget. How did your father know Corey's mom was going to buy a car from your dad? Dr. Chegley told him yesterday. Do you know Dr. Chegley? Sure. He's the doctor that took my tonsils out last week. Oh. But don't tell your mom, Corey. Why not? Because my dad told my mom that if your mom finds out Dr. Chegley knows my dad, he'll put my tonsils back. Put them back? In your neck? That's what he said. So don't tell your mom that my dad knows Dr. Chegley, okay? I won't if you give me back my banana. Hey.
Experience refined luxury in Cancun at the all-inclusive Omni Cancun Hotel.
I'm delighted to have your business, Mrs. Baker. And I'll try to see that your first stop is your last.
I didn't mean to take you away from your other customers.
Oh, he's not another customer, Mrs. Baker. He's just a fellow who likes to slam car doors. We get them every now and then.
Oh, just slam car doors?
Yes, there's a school of amateur auto experts who claim the best way to judge a car is to slam their doors and kick the tires.
Well, it sounds pretty silly to me. I suppose if people want to do that, that's
Hi,
fine.
Julia.
Eddie, what are you doing here?
Looking for a good car for you. Oh, you didn't think old Eddie was going to leave you on your own, did you?
Mr. Robert Barron, this is Mr. Eddie Edson. We both work at Astrospace Industries.
How do you do?
I may as well tell you, I happen to be an expert on used cars.
Oh, is that so?
Yep. You let me slam the doors and kick the tires, and I can tell you the shape the car is in like that. For instance, you take this 67 model here.
67? Gee, they didn't change it much from the 1964 model, did they?
I meant 64. This 1964 Bearcat sedan is a real good...
That's a Thunderbolt, isn't it, Eddie?
It doesn't matter. The point is, this is a real good buy, Julia. I can tell by looking at the tires that this car hasn't been driven more than 5,000 miles. Right, Mr. Barron?
The tires are new, Mr. Edson, and so is the paint job. But there's 60,000 miles on the speedometer.
Well, besides, I don't want a sedan. I'd like to find a nice, clean convertible.
Yes, that's what your son told my youngster.
Right.
And I think I have just the car you'd like. This way.
I'll be right with you. Eddie, why don't you and I scatter out? That way we can cover more territory. You check that end of the lot, and then I'll go with him.
Well, if you think that's a good way to...
It's the only way I'm going to buy a car. You just keep kicking and slamming until you find me a good convertible, right?
Right.
Right.
You just leave it to me, kiddo.
All right. It's a beautiful car, all right. And the motor sounds great. But $2,200 is, well, it's way over my head.
Oh, ignore that figure. That's just a starting price for people who like to dicker.
Oh?
The price to you would be $1,700. Less the book value on your car of $400. That brings it down to $1,300.
$1,300 in my car. Hey, that is a bargain.
Yes, it is. I got a good buy on it.
Ooh, nothing I liked over that way, Julia. Hey, this is not a bad-looking car.
It's exactly what I want.
Slam's good. Now, let's see here. You want $2,200 for this jalopy?
Oh, no. He's cutting the price to $17 for me, and...
$1,700? Oh, no. No deal.
Eddie, if you'll just let me finish...
You relax. I'll handle this. Tell you what we'll do, Mr. Barron. We'll give you $1,400, take it or leave it.
Oh, we can do better than that. I've already told Mrs. Baker that...
Okay. We'll do a little better. Give you $1,500, but that's our last offer.
You think that's a fair deal?
Take it or leave it.
All right, if you insist.
Okay. See there, Julia? That's the way to buy a car.
I don't know how to thank you, Eddie.
Ah, forget it. But look, don't close the deal yet. I'm going down the street and look at some more cars. I may find a better buy for you.
He's quite a bargain shooter.
Yeah, with a little help from Eddie, I could be broke in no time.
Yeah.
Now, the price is still $1,300, I hope.
Of course. You needn't make up your mind right now. Take the car home, drive it a couple of days, see how it feels to you.
Without signing anything?
Certainly. Bring it back Saturday. And if you're still happy with it, we'll close the deal then.
Oh.
Fasten your seatbelt. I'll see you Saturday.
Good.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Well,
Dr. Chegley, isn't it a beautiful day?
bought yourself a car, huh?
Mm-hmm. How do you like it?
Yeah, that's not bad. Who helped you pick it out?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Doctor, but I am capable of buying a car myself.
It's possible. How much you pay for it?
Well, that's a pretty personal question.
Why, sure, it's a personal question. How much?
I didn't pay anything yet. I'm going back tomorrow to close the deal.
How much?
My old car and $1,300.
Wow.
Now, even you have to admit that is a good buy.
It's too good. What's wrong with it?
There is just no way I can win with you, is there? Either I got cheated because I paid too much, or I got a bad car because I paid too little.
Baker, I am always looking out for the welfare of my employees.
I could debate that with you, Doctor, for about an hour, but I have to get to work. I have a boss who gets very snappish if I'm late.
So have I. Her name's Yarby. Tell her I'm on my way.
I decided I couldn't wait till tomorrow to do this. With this lovely weather, I think Corey and I will spend Saturday at the beach.
Good. I wish I could, too. But Saturday's a big day for door slammers and tire kickers.
Oh. All right, boys, come on, let's go home. Come on, scoot.
Bye, old car.
Yeah, see ya.
I don't see your clothes anyplace, Mom. Me neither.
Sure, it's a fine car, and I appreciate it, but I still think you knocked too much off the price.
Oh, no.
After all, it was just a tonsillectomy, not an occipital lobotomy.
I'm happy Doctor and Mrs. Baker certainly is.
Yeah, I still think you lost money on the deal.
Well, if I didn't drop them someplace, I must have left them in Mr. Barron's office.
I'll get him. I'll get him.
Okay. Hey, wait for me.
The next round of flu shots for the family is on me.
I'll remind you at the first sniffle.
Well,
Hi, Dr. Chegley.
hiya, Lonnie. Oh. Say, Lonnie, as long as I'm here, let me take a look at your throat,
I'm well, Doctor. I'm fine. I don't need any more looking.
Ah, listen, don't be afraid. I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want to take a look. You sit down there now. Okay, open wide.
He's doing it, Corey. He's putting Lonnie's tonsils back. I didn't tell Lonnie. Honest, I didn't. Did I, Mama? I didn't tell you Dr. Chegley was a friend of Mr. Barron's. Did I?
No, but why shouldn't you tell me, Corey?
Because he said if anybody told you he was a friend of Mr. Barron's, he'd put Lonnie's tonsils back in his neck. Huh, Corey? Lonnie told us so. He didn't put them back, though. He was just looking at my throat. Hey, let's play some more ball. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go.
I don't know what this is all about, but I have the strangest feeling my new car is involved.
Good shot! Great shot!
So that's how I got such a great bargain.
Why, yes. You seem disturbed, Mrs. Baker. It's certainly nothing to be upset about.
Oh, she's always upset, Robert. You have no idea what I have to go through with.
Of course I'm upset. He made me look like a fool, Mr. Barron.
I'm sure Dr. Chegley...
I wanted to show him that I could drive a good bargain by myself. And all the time he was setting it up behind my back so that I could... Oh!
Oh, for me, it's just a matter of one hand washing the other, Mrs. Baker. He does a tonsillectomy and doesn't charge, and I pass the savings on to you with the car.
But where does that leave me? Deeply in debt to Dr. Chegley, that's where.
Good. Good.
But I don't like to be indebted, Doctor, because how can I ever pay you back?
I thought you'd never ask that, Baker. It's very simple. For a few months, you give my inner city clinic 2 nights a week instead of 1, and we're all square. Deal?
It's a deal, Doctor.
And I thank you, my dear Julia.
Thank you.
There are
Dog, new car. Yippee! Yippee!
Well, the boys are sure gonna ride to school in style this week.
Isn't it pretty, Leonard?
Yeah, so is the car. You put in quite a weekend with it, didn't you? How was Santa Barbara?
Gorgeous. But the biggest thrill was having a car I could depend on for a change.
Sure.
I was so sick of never knowing whether I was going to get where I wanted to go or not.
Including to work on time.
And it's time.
You see that, OJ Wagonhorn? That tells you how fast we're going. We're going fast. Oh. Mrs. Baker, what does it mean
Not
when...
now, Earl. What do you suppose it is, Leonard?
Probably just cold. Crank it up again.
Mom, OJ Wagonhorn just wants to know what it means when this thing points to E.
When it points to E, oh, no! It's empty! Oh, Leonard.
Leonard, I forgot to put gas in it. Dr. Chugley is going to kill me if I'm late for work again.
Okay, just wait right here. I'll go bring my old heap around.
Oh, thank you, Leonard.